Good morning everyone. This is Nageshwara, chemistry faculty. Today we are continuing our topic metals and non-metals. Earlier in the previous class we discussed about what are the properties of the metals, physical properties and chemical properties, and we learn about the uses of the metals. And in the last class we discussed about what are non-metals and what are its properties, like chemical properties and physical properties. Now in this today's class we are going to discuss about what are the different uses of the non-metals. Different uses of the non-metals. Let us see one by one. Uses of non-metals. Uses of non-metals. Same like metal, we are widely using non-metals in different areas. For example, let us take one by one. The first one, respiration. The first one is respiration. You know, we can't live without breath. That means for respiration, any living organism need one gas, that is nothing but oxygen gas. This oxygen comes under as non-metal. Therefore, one of the best and first use of the non-metal is nothing but a respiration process. That is nothing but oxygen. Here, oxygen comes under a non-metal. The second one, photosynthesis. Second one, photosynthesis. I think already you learn in your lower classes what is meant by photosynthesis. When you check the plants, it contains a green color compound. To prepare the compound, the plants need compulsory one type of gas, that is nothing but carbon dioxide gas. This comes under a non-metal. That means in photosynthesis, the importance of non-metal compulsory is there, that is nothing but carbon dioxide. Without carbon dioxide, plants cannot be able to prepare a green color compound. The third one, antiseptic. Antiseptic. We are using one non-metal as a antiseptic. That is nothing but iodine. That is nothing but iodine. The next one, for purification of water. For purification of water. Nothing but disinfectant. Whenever you are purifying any water, you go and check any purification process. We are using one non-metal especially for disinfectant. That non-metal is nothing but chlorine. That non-metal is nothing but chlorine. Chlorine. The next one, fertilizers. Fertilizers. Fertilizers, we are using one non-metal, that is nothing but nitrogen as well as phosphorus. These two are the main two important non-metals which are using for fertilizers, for growing plants. The next one, crackers. Crackers. One of the main non-metal which is used in crackers is nothing but sulfur. Sulfur. That means like this, we are using so many non-metals in different areas. The first one is respiration, photosynthesis, antiseptic, purification of water, fertilizers and crackers. These are some of the non-metals which we are using widely in different areas. Like this, so many non-metals are there, we are using for different type of purposes. This is about the uses of the non-metals. This is about the uses of the non-metals. let us see our last and final topic in this chapter is alloys. Alloys. What is meant by alloy? What is meant by alloy? Why we are preparing alloys? What are the uses of the alloys? And what this alloy contains? That we are going to discuss in today's class. Alloy is nothing but a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metal with non-metals. That means we can mix two metals or we can mix metals with non-metals, but it compulsory a homogeneous mixture. It compulsory a homogeneous mixture. That means alloys is nothing but a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. That means alloys is nothing but a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. It's a mixture, it's not a compound, it's not an element. It's a mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. That means we are mixing two or three metals, then we are made a new compound, that what we can call alloy, or metal with the non-metal, that we can call alloy. But compulsory a homogeneous mixture. What is meant by homogeneous mixture means that mixture contains uniform distribution. That means after mixing the two metals, you can't observe whether the mixture contains two metals or not. If you add 3 means 3. That means by seeing that mixture, you can't able to analyze what type of metals you mixed. Understood now? That is nothing but what? Homogeneous mixture. Therefore, what is meant by alloys? A homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metals with non-metals. Let us see some examples. Before going to see some examples, we need to discuss one more important point. What is that one? Why we need to mix metals, one metal with another metal? Usually, in our daily life, we are using so many metals. Already we discussed in the previous class. Then why we need to mix one metal with the another metal? One metal with the another metal. You know, usually metals are strong, more hard. Even though when we are mixing two metals or more than two metals or metal with non-metal, then the strength of that remaining mixture will be more compared to its respect to metals. Understand what I am saying? That means to gain more strength, to increase the strength of the material, here we are mixing two or more metals. That is what is called alloy. That means it is a benefit. When we need more strength, usually you won't get from the metal. That is what we are doing. We are intermixing two or more metals and we are preparing a new mixer that we are using for different purposes. That what we can call alloys. One more advantage is there. Why? One more advantage is nothing but usually metals having one nature to get rust. To get what? Rust. To avoid the rusting of metals, we are mixing two or more metals. That means we are preparing what? Alloys. Therefore, one more benefit to made alloy is nothing but to avoid the rusting. Okay? Let us see examples. First one, brass. The first one, brass. It is a mixture of copper and copper nearly 80%. These are approximate composition, 80%, and zinc 20%. This is nothing but composition. That means when you check the brass, it contains two metals, copper and zinc. The percentage of 80 and 20. Where we are using this brass? Mainly for utensils. We are using in utensils. Let us see one more example. Bronze. Let us see one more example. Bronze. Bronze is a mixture of copper, it's nearly approximately 90%, and the next one is tin. Tin is the general name, stan in original. Its IUPAC name is stan. It's nearly 10%. This is, you know very well, we are wearing medals, no? That medals, any statues, different type of purpose we are using this bronze. One more example. This one is widely using in aircrafts. That is nothing but duralumin. Duralumin. By seeing the name, you can identify aluminium. It contains what? Mainly aluminium, nearly 95.5%. Aluminium 95.5%. Remaining copper 3%, manganese 1%, magnesium 0.5%. These are approximate composition. That means it is the next alloy is nothing but duralumin, which contains aluminium, copper, manganese, magnesium. This is mainly used in aircrafts. Because this duralumin will give lighter weight by mixing of this one. That's why mainly it is used in aircrafts. Okay, this is about some of the examples of the alloys. Like this we have different type of alloys. Like bell metal, gunpowder, German silver. German silver is one of the best one which we are using for the utensils also. Like this we have different. One more important point here, that is nothing but if any alloy contains one liquid metal. What is that liquid metal? Already we learned in the previous class. The only liquid metal is nothing but what? Mercury. What is that one? Mercury. And the symbol Hg. That means if any alloy contains mercury, that alloys we can call as amalgams. What we can call amalgam. That means we can identify very easily if any alloy is called as amalgam means it contains what? Mercury. This is about alloys. What is meant by alloy and what are the different type of alloys? What is its composition and what is its uses? This is about the topic metals and non-metals. Let us just 2 minutes revise what we learned in the topic metals and non-metals. The first we discussed about classification of materials. 3 types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Here in our chapter we are going to discuss only metals and non-metals. In the next class we discussed about metals. What are its physical properties? What are its chemical properties? That means how they are reacting, what they are producing. And next one we discussed about the nature of the metal oxides. Generally metal oxides are basic in nature. Generally, not all metal oxides are basic in nature. Generally, metal oxides are basic in nature. In the next class, we discussed about the physical properties of the non-metals and chemical properties of the non-metals and what are its uses, and nature of the non-metallic oxides are generally acidic in nature. That means the non-metal oxides are acting as a acid. In today's class, we discussed about the first one, uses of the non-metals, and what are alloys, what are the advantages of alloys, why we need to make alloys, and what are the different type of alloys, its composition and its uses. The important one is amalgams. This is about the topic metals and non-metals. Thank you so much.